obviously, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Great. So we obviously started in my garage. We moved to a warehouse, outgrew that warehouse, and then we moved here about a year ago. Still kind of doing some renovations, but overall we wanted an office space where just open kind of concept, collaborative, a little more inviting. When we first got here, actually, it was very segregated. This was like an office, there's another office, a really narrow hallway, everything was dark, and people were just like, I don't want to work here. I was like, guys, trust me, I think we can get it to where we want. Emily's in charge of our customer service. So Emily's actually a former teacher.
Yes.
Who ironically, I know her father. I got talked with her dad.
Oh, all right.
I didn't know beforehand. We hired her, and then I came over with her dad, and I was like, that last name is like, it's not a really common last name. So I started asking, like, do you have kids? He's like, yeah. Oh, Emily, she used to be a teacher, and now she does something else. It broke my fucking heart, man. I was like, oh, where's she work now? I don't know, some landscaping company, something, I don't know, Delran, or I was like, could it be Landzie?
So where do you have distribution now?
We have a partner in the UK, and he not only distributes in the UK, but because of European regulations, he has to have a warehouse in the Netherlands as well, because they're part of like the European Union.
Oh.
So he handles all of that.
Wow.
He ships out of both the UK and the Netherlands. He takes care of all of our European distribution. There's someone in New Zealand, we have someone in Australia, we have someone in South America, all set up to, kind of distribute this. It's worked out well. But
Well, I'll have to get all of those different websites from you, and we'll link them in the comments below.
So we have 10 employees, myself, my wife Ashley, Landon, and Mackenzie, who also help out, from time to time, do a good job when they're out of school. Obviously, a big part of the team. Their, company's named after them.
Yeah.
Joe, who is our marketplace guru in general, he came to us with Amazon experience, which was fantastic, and he's really turned our Amazon listings around, but also got us on like Walmart and other marketplaces as well. Target, Kroger's, we're on.
We're working on Home Depot right now. eBay's been picking up quite a bit, so they're looking really positive. We're also selling on Amazon Canada, as well as working on expanding to a few different countries. So for those of you internationally listening, we got your back, coming soon.
Great.
Eric is our IT manager, so he does everything IT, anything else technology related, and he's also really involved with product development as well. It's just next level thinking that we wouldn't have thought about it until we got to the testing phase. So we may build a sample, go out and test it, and it doesn't work for this reason. He's already one step ahead, and he knows why. So
I like how you have real-time orders.
Oh yes.
Coming up on the screen. That's pretty sweet.
Yep, all of our shipments, and then also we can, weather is obviously huge into, planting, so we're able to tell, hey, is it going to be below normal temperatures, above normal? We have 6, 10, 14, and 30-day outlooks, so we can kind of track its sales are, and really depend on the weather. If we know it's going to rain for the next, week, or if we have a heat wave coming up, I know I determine when I'm planting my seed based off of that. So the rest of the country obviously does the same. So depending on that, we'll actually see a fluctuation in orders that goes along with weather trends. We also see orders in Canada. People will start ordering, in Canada first, and then geographically it comes down from the north. No one's buying a peat moss spreader in Canada in November because you missed your season. Casey, she's been with us for about 2 months, and fantastic job. Just brings a lot more to the table than I think I even anticipated. So super happy to have her.
I appreciate it.
When we first started, it was more just like QuickBooks and stuff, and we thought this would be like, all right, 25% of his time would be QuickBooks, and he's really good with Excel. He went to school, has his, just graduated with his master's degree. Also, Navy veteran.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But now he's like involved in so much more as far as negotiating rates. We can reduce costs, we can reduce what we pass on to customers. So between that, making sure we have optimal insurance for our employees, we really want to make sure we take care of our employees as far as salaries, as far as benefits, 401k and stuff like that. Not just a fun place to work, but people have to make a living, right? So we want to take care of that. There's a lot more that went into, goes into running a company that I anticipated, and
Well, yeah, especially as you grow.
I try and take employee feedback really seriously. So we do. We recently did what's called stay interviews. So instead of a lot of companies do exit interviews after someone leaves, find out, hey, why did people wrong? I don't want them. So we did stay interviews. Feedback. Hey, what can we do? One of the things that came out of that was, hey, we need somewhere a little more quiet to work sometimes. If you're just wanting some quiet time, some alone time, just focus time. So we created a library. You're now in the the heck up room. Please be respectful of noise level and quiet workspace. So just giving people options. It's simple things that we can do, just taking employee feedback. We'll be adding a.
So this is like a brand new.
This just happened. It's like 2 days
cool.
ago. Yeah, this is that.
That's a good idea, though.
I like that. Meeting rooms named after grasses.
Hey, look at that.
So we can kind of label it.
This is the zoysia grass room right here. This is the zoysia room.
Wasn't working out as well as we wanted, so we made some modifications to that. And
You guys did like a reel or something where like you were inside of this
oh
thing?
yeah. You can give it a shot if you want.
I don't think I can fit in there, bro. How many different sizes now of peat moss spreaders?
We have four different peat moss spreaders. We have 6 different long levels, 24, 30, 36, 42, 40, 5 different, variation. A lot of that comes from like just customer feedback as well.
Yeah.
It all started with, first we had the 24 and I'm like, okay, I need a bigger one, we'll go to the 44. And I spent a lot of time, this when we were still young, I spent a lot of time on the phone with customers, just going back and forth, and I was kind of just listening to them for 10 minutes debate whether the 24 or the 44 is appropriate. Which I didn't mind, it's always great to talk to customers though, but let's create a 36-inch, really simple fix, and that's turned out to be one of the more popular. A bunch of different things here. So some of this is developmental. This was the original prototype of our 5-in-1 bulb planter.
Okay.
And that will be released in the spring. We have a wall holder we're working on.
Oh, cool.
Our weeder's already out for sale. This one, need a couple improvements. This is our standard spike aerator. This is going to be an overseed enhancing tool. This is just a really simple prototype. That probably won't be coming out for another couple months, but a lot of the prototypes I use on my own lawn. Mm-hmm. And then we also tried some things that just didn't work out. The 4th aerator works out really well. But then we said, what if we added 6 times? And we're just not getting the penetration that we wanted. So not everything works out, but we tried a lot. Same thing here. Okay, hey, if we went longer, and let's go 8. And we're just, again, we're not able to get the penetration we want.
Yeah, I could see that. But something like that would be good. So a couple weeks ago, I was working in my side yard, and I was just using this one. And, it just took forever. But I wanted to use it because I wanted to use the solid tines. I didn't want to pull cores in it. I just wanted solid tines. I wanted to punch it like a green. And so I was using this one. It just took me, I don't know, it took me forever. I can see why you would want to have something like that.
Spot seeding.
This is a cool idea.
Spot seeding. So kind of the same thing you were talking about, but just that will get the job done faster. One of them, these were already fixed. Some of them, they were still in. It's like, do you really want the customer to screw them in? So a lot of things go into product development that you don't even think of. Little things. Also shipping. Hey, what is it going to be like shipping these? Is it going to be safe? Is it going to make the box bigger? So by making the box 4 inches longer, that may put us in a new category for shipping costs. And it's not just 50 cents more expensive. It's now $4 more expensive. It's like, it can't pass along that cost to the customer. So a lot of things that I never even thought of, but little things make a huge difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the things that I like about what you've been doing with your stuff is having the collapsible, and that makes it a lot easier for me because I have like a really tiny shed. 9 times out of 10, when I put them back in the shed, I'm breaking them back down because my shed's not very tall.
Do you want to head into the warehouse? We can check things out.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right,
for
great.
sure.
So warehouse, a little warmer in here.
Got a lot of stuff.
Busy season's coming up, obviously. So we're anticipating a bunch of shipments coming in the next couple weeks. This is about the old size of our, or the size of our old warehouse. So we actually doubled it. So we have the entire other side too. Okay. They want to pack it a certain way. They want to make it a certain way, and try to do weird. Great barcodes. So all our stuff is like, you know, barcoded. Even if it gets shipped to your house, you'll end up getting something with a barcode. It doesn't matter. We don't scan them internally, but Amazon does. We designed all the labels a certain way. We want everything to be like uniform, and try to organize best we can. Obviously, you see kind of weird taco pinata. There you go. That was what was that for? Oh, we try to make things fun too. We're trying to work. It's got to be like we really trying to promote a work-life balance, but at the same time we want to have fun over here. We had a whip ball game a couple weeks ago outside, and it was a lot of fun. The next day, the guy from next door comes knocking on. He's like, "Hey, I saw you guys out there playing whip ball." I'm like, "Thought you was gonna like yell at me or something." Like, "Hey, that's our property." He's like, "Next time you do, can we get in? We'll verse you. We'll like a game."
Nice,
So,
we'll have a game.
Yeah, people are like into it. We had we did trivia in the warehouse the other day, and the winning team got to dip out early for a couple hours that day. Just try and make things fun. Cool. Yeah. Handle stroke, try and keep things organized. Obviously, have to be safe as well.
So what is like, so for this, what's the difference between regular handles and long handles? Like, what are these parts?
So the regular handles are all the handles that go on the 24-inch spreader.
Okay.
The long handles are, we do sell one that is 5 inches longer. Not everyone's 5'4" like me. You know, guys like 6'6", he's like, "Oh, I want the longer handle," so we're able to ship that out to them.
Yeah. So I think for a homeowner, like that's.
We do have a 48-inch long level too, but like you said, if you're not trying to level, we're actually coming out and we're putting handles on these so you can just kind of drag it behind without the tractor. Specifically for it, long level is great, but sometimes if you're trying to do a little bit bigger of a job, you need something a little more heavy. You need to obviously weigh a lot more than the long level. You can throw a cement block on top and throw weight on top. So constantly taking customer feedback and trying to innovate. We started as a company that said, "Hey, we had a problem with a product. We made changes to the product, and that's how we started." So we don't want to lose that sense of innovation.
Yeah.
Brooke was in charge of the entire warehouse.
To work with, say, like Walmart. Like you mentioned Walmart earlier. Do you ship the product to them and then they send it out, or the order comes through and then you drop ship it from here?
The order comes for Walmart. The order comes through, and we'll drop it.
So really, Amazon's the only one who packages it up and physically send that product out to one of the distribution centers.
And that's only for some of them. Sometimes, depending on the way I'm going, one of those pallets may be going to Washington State. But if a customer places an order in Delaware and more, it's much quicker for that customer to get it from us in New Jersey, scratching that, you still get the 100% lifetime Landzie guarantee. And we obviously don't have a lot right now, so that's why if you're on the website, you see something may not be available for scratching. Which is a good thing. We have our core barrel aerator we're working on still. Some of the handles that came in, they weren't up to the standard. First, probably no one would have complained, but I'm just not comfortable sending anything out unless it's like 100%.
So these are the old ones?
These are the old ones. It's not long. The new ones are a couple inches longer. And as far as the regular and the long handles we were talking about earlier, now we won't even be selling those because we now have the adjustable handle.
Okay.
So you can go from 24 to 27 to 29 inches, all with one handle. And just our 44s and 36s.
Hey!
Cheers.
Thank you, sir.